Hey everyone, today we are making chocolate cascade cake squares. Get ready for a chocolate explosion that's as fun to make as it is to eat. This cake is perfect for sharing and guaranteed to get you those likes. Let's gather our ingredients. For the chocolate cake, you'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons each of baking powder and baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of buttermilk, a half cup of vegetable oil, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of boiling water. Now, for the chocolate cascade filling, we need 1½ cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and a tablespoon of light corn syrup, which is optional, but adds a great shine. And finally, for that luscious chocolate ganache topping, grab 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and a half cup of heavy cream. Feel free to add edible gold flakes or sprinkles for some extra sparkle. Alright, let's get baking. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. Grease and flour a 9x 13-inch baking pan, or line it with parchment paper for easy removal. In a large bowl, whisk together your 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Make sure everything is well combined. In a separate bowl, whisk together your 1 cup of buttermilk, a half cup of vegetable oil, 2 large eggs, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract until smooth. Now, pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix until just combined. Be careful not to overmix. Gradually add 1 cup of boiling water to the batter and mix until smooth. Don't be alarmed, the batter will be quite thin. Pour the batter into your prepared pan and bake for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a wooden skewer inserted into the center comes out with a few moist crumbs. Let the cake cool in the pan for 10 minutes, then transfer it to a wire rack to cool completely. Patience is key. While the cake is cooling, let's make that amazing chocolate cascade filling. Combine your 1½ cups of chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of butter, and the optional tablespoon of corn syrup in a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave in 30-second intervals, stirring in between, until the chocolate is melted and smooth. You can also use a double boiler. Once the cake is completely cooled, use a large round cookie cutter to cut out circles randomly across the cake. Don't cut too close to the edges. Reserve the cake pieces. Now for the fun part. Carefully pour the melted chocolate filling into each of the holes you cut, letting it cascade slightly over the edges. Be generous. Let's make the ganache. Combine 1 cup of chocolate chips and a half cup of heavy cream in a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave in 30-second intervals, stirring in between, until the chocolate is melted and smooth. Pour the chocolate ganache over the entire cake, spreading it evenly with a spatula. Sprinkle with edible gold flakes or your favorite sprinkles for some extra flair. Refrigerate the cake for at least 30 minutes to allow the ganache and filling to set. This step is crucial. Finally, cut the cake into squares, making sure each square includes a portion of that glorious chocolate cascade. Serve chilled and enjoy. This chocolate cascade cake is a showstopper. If you loved this recipe, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments what other desserts you'd like to see.